Dude, my sleep schedule is just so destroyed that I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's so destroyed that I don't even want to turn my face cam on. That's some hard-ass water. Holy shit. I mean, man, I get so many more frames whenever I don't have OBS open. Sorry, that was way harder than it should have been. I just want to get the little kill right there, and then we can just die again. It's fine. See who we land on. There's still 134 people. Dude, by the time you guys are seeing this video, the UFC tonight is going to be it's going to be so good. We're on board with Scud McMuffin, level 17. Wow. We're on board with Project Pat. He's a level 148. Shit, I mean, even the prelims for this are actually pretty good. You got like Jacare Souza on there, Lando Venata. He has a really cool style. Jordan Wright has been looking pretty cool. Shevchenko's sister Antonina's on there. Main card, you got Shane Burgos, Edson Barboza, Tony Ferguson versus Benil Dariush, Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler. Caitlin Chukagian's fighting again, which I mean, I feel like she's just gonna, she should win, I imagine. Pat, he decides to go and land Summit. I mean, this is one of the first times that I'm ever going to spectate and observe a player that actually has decided to land over at this place. I really wanted this to actually end up being some sort of, I don't know, some sort of safe haven, a nice little treasure that a lot of people just don't go to. A nice gem. As time goes on, I realize more and more so that it's not even necessarily about the amount of money and all that other stuff that drops into certain areas, or the amount of people that land in those areas. They're all relative to each other, but the main thing is mostly the layout and how easily you can rotate to the next populated area. If you're landing out in Summit, even if it was a gold mine, then you gotta come down the entire mountain or dam, check military base, and then you gotta drive past this stupid ass tower into airport. Like, it's just, I don't know. Why not just land factory and just have all of it? It doesn't even matter. The whole map is yours when you get this control here. You can just go wherever you want. While he's up here still checking trailers and shit. He's only a few hundred off to be able to go and get his loadout here. He's probably, I mean, gonna be completely undisturbed up here. I imagine the only person up here that's gonna kill him is a fucking Yeti. The only thing that can kill this guy up here is an urban legend. He wants to throw out a random cluster strike because he found a precision. Now he's gonna go back to the buy station, end up picking up his loadout. Let's see what he has. Or he's... Okay, no he's not. He's not gonna go to the loadout. Okay, he's not going to the buy station. He's going up to check a different area. So instead of going there as soon as he gets the 10K, he wants to go and sweep every single inch... No. Okay. We don't want to search every inch of it. We just want to patrol the area to make sure it's safe before we buy our loadout. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He's also got the trophy system, so whenever he goes and picks up his loadout here, he can toss the trophy right up onto his truck and he can push people or go camp up. He has a Growl RPG class. First class he picks is Ghost. So with a Growl RPG class, you're actually not very formidable close range. I mean, other than you just trying to blow yourself up with the other guy or just fire it into a room or something. But this Growl close range is going to get out TTK'd by most things in the game. So, I mean, good luck to him if somebody ends up pushing him, dead silence, any of that kind of stuff. I mean, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude literally just... Oh my god, this is gonna be the most next-gen strat if we see this. I hope to see one day where this circle actually lands up on Summit. I want to see a player... Okay, he is getting off. I was thinking that he was actually gonna lay prone in the cart and just stay there. Is it technically not camping if you're not moving still, but the platform you're on is? I really gotta get this sleep schedule figured out. Project Pat still just searching around, listening for all the crates and stuff. Not sure if some of them are above or below him. He's just kind of scavenging everywhere. He has some thermites, heartbeat sensor. I mean, this guy has basically... You can tell that this guy probably plays solos quite a bit, considering his loadout, running the thermites and all. Very anti-vehicle, very anti... cheese in his own way anyway, although RPG is super cheese in general. I think I have some footage of a dude that was RPGing the shit out of people, and I'm pretty sure he won using it. It does remind me of the earlier days of the game where everybody was actually just rocket launching each other, so I don't know if we want to go back to that. Ends up finding a bag over here. This is exactly what he was just searching around for. He feels super lucky for that, super satisfied. He's gonna have to move though, because just like almost any circle that ever happens in Verdansk, Summit is probably not in it. One nice thing about Summit is that even if you leave Summit, quote, kind of late, you can safely kind of just fly away. Yeah, sure, you might get shot out of the sky by, you know, some people if you're being held out or something like that. In terms of getting caught by the actual, you know, gas itself, you're pretty safe. Time if you jump off of this dam, you're probably gonna be able to make it to wherever the circle is, or at least to a vehicle below you. Back here at the buy station, again, he's got 12K. He's gonna start spending. He calls in 3 UAVs, ends up getting his advanced UAV here. There's a player, it looks like they're flying in, actually. Oh, it looks like they were fighting somebody that actually had their loadout or something with ghosts. I think this guy's actually in a vehicle. Well, we'll see up here, because up by this buy station, I think the guy's going over there. We think he's in a vehicle. He's moving a little bit too fast. Yep, there he is. Yeah, he's in a truck. He seems like a pretty experienced player, but is he experienced against the RPG strategies? Ooh! He also keeps that munitions box right there. Boom. Pops it down, gets his rockets back after he picks that up. Boom. He actually has more than that. This guy really wants to come back when he was just firing them rockets like that. He must have a trophy system on the front of it or something. He don't. It doesn't even matter. Don't tell me RPGs are making a return. See, the thing about RPGs, they're super cheesy in their own right, and no one's gonna be happy about being killed by it. But the thing is, it really does hard counter anything that is just really, really annoying to play against, like the vehicles, like, you know, things like riot shields, whatever. Things that are, like, weird and cheesy and kind of... It's got a special little place because the RPG can fire so fast, it's just better than those other launchers. Fuck the lock-on stuff. This is why people use that Strela, too. Also, with the amount of people that run around with double time and not EOD is surprising. I think, obviously, if RPGs ever become an issue or whatever, again, people would just start running EOD, or they would just end up getting, you know, nerfed or whatever. People would just be real wary of it, and it just won't be that effective. I don't think it's a very effective strategy. It doesn't really guarantee anything other than, like, anti-vehicular type of shit. Which, I mean, to build an entire class around and a whole setup, I mean, it's not the worst idea for solos, considering how strong vehicles are right now. If vehicles aren't as strong, explosives kind of just go away. Because most of the time, if you try to run at somebody with an RPG and just shoot it at them, they're probably gonna beam the shit out of you. It doesn't even matter if you hit them with the rocket or not. You can have amped on, you can have whatever you want on, but if you just both come around a corner and you shoot an RPG at the ground, at their feet, whatever, you're not gonna win that gunfight. Goes and checks every single inch of everything. This guy's very, very thorough. Considering how far out he actually is away from everybody else. He's gonna have this sly rotation in, though. He's gonna be able to fly in over here. Oh, somebody's been here. It's top 20 already. What the fuck? Next gen tactics. He does have the stopping power rounds on the ground now, so it might actually win a gunfight here and there. But the thing is, can he control the recoil? That's the question. Terrifying stopping power recoil. I don't know. Players that use the growl on a regular basis, I assume they probably don't like recoil very much, so we'll have to see. I can't imagine it'll move much with the VLK scope along with that Commando foregrip. It shouldn't move. Heart beating around. Doesn't sound like anybody looted on the inside of this. He has a terrible, terrible reticle on that, in my opinion. Reminds me of the COD 4 ACOG, but just way worse. Golden chest and some more money. Got 11K now. He can go and use it. Another 2K. He's got 13.3K. Picked up a bounty, and his bounty is over here in this building. Probably fighting somebody else, I'm assuming. He's going over here to the buy station. Calls in the recon. So his bounty actually doesn't have ghosts or anything, but it doesn't look like he really... Oh, never mind. There's a vehicle. Shoots a rocket. I mean, just because you built an anti-vehicle, you know, loadout doesn't necessarily mean that you're guaranteed to destroy every vehicle, I guess. I definitely wouldn't have trusted that rock either. We're on with Michi, level 200, so he's got some experience. Hops out, got 5 kills. Not the highest amount of kills, but he does seem to know what he's doing. Looks like he's got the correct class set up here on his Farah. It's assumed he probably has Ghost on. There's another player in their truck. Man, just remove the trucks from this mode, man. Looks like Michi's gonna go over here and buy a UAV or something. Gets the UAV. Throws down the ammunition, picks his dead silence back up, doesn't pop his UAV just yet. He knows he has to come all the way into salt mine over here, and there's just gonna be this whole mountainous area where there's already multiple vehicles being destroyed and appearing over here, disappearing. Cluster strikes and shit. Yeah, he doesn't. And again, his bounty is, oh man, his bounty's way down here now, actually rotating from array, I guess. Just in this whole little area with the buy station. Ending in this area is always super bad, because if you don't have a vehicle, you are just in such a bad spot. Somebody keeps getting in and out of their truck right here at this building. I don't know if he notices. Yeah, there he is. He's gonna actually drive over top of him. What the f? All right, they're just tailgating, I guess. I don't know. Top 11, this is what we do in solos. Super, super entertaining, I guess. Oh, he goes and switches his Bertha. That's the only time that we want to actually get out. Remember that. Marks another Bertha, and he's gonna go and check it. Okay, somebody just shoots him right in the top. He honks and just drives away. People throwing thermites now. In solos, we just need an increased use of C4 and thermite and shit like that. Make sure anybody driving around with the trophy system at the very least is not going to be able to get away with it. Although earlier we saw that, hey, sometimes that trophy just does not matter. If it's close enough, it just does not care. Driving up on him, beeping at him, just, hey, I'm here. Applies with his own little marker right there. He actually ended up using a precision airstrike, it looks like. So Michi's gonna come right back around now since he's... Oh, no he's not. Michi's gonna do the exact opposite of what I thought the fuck he was doing. What are we doing here?
What the fuck?
Michi kind of toying with this guy. He's just kind of holding him out. He just knows. He's not even gonna bother getting close to him. He's just gonna wait for him to get out in the open, away from all the trees and stuff. This player has no other choice but to engage with him immediately. Oh, he's using the launcher and takes him out. Michi goes down. He got cocky, but he's choking. Michi's standing back up. He's gonna be able to get...
God.
Maybe Michi knew he had that? I don't know. I mean, this is one of those situations. This does not drop very often. I think I'm okay with, you know, how often this kind of stupid shit shows up. The launcher and whatever, but I kind of wish stopping power spawned more like these kinds of things. Maybe make it a little bit more plentiful than this. I don't know. I don't see this too often, but I've been killed by it quite a few times. Yeah, crouching up these stairs is never... really recommended because it doesn't make a difference anyway. Quietly close the door nice and gently. Gambit here with 4 kills. 4 players remaining. Got 20 seconds left here in this 6th circle. This current class setup that he has going, he doesn't have that great of a close range fight here. Like within 5-10 meters, if somebody gets very, very close to him, he's gonna have to hit him with a direct impact with the grenade launcher. Otherwise, it's not gonna be able to explode near his feet or anything like that. That M16 is not gonna win these close range fights. He looks up. I'm thinking right there. Yeah, right there. Only 3 players remaining. This rotation, it's not the worst. I think Gambit's gonna wanna have to rotate early here. If he rotates too late and people end up getting into this building, it's gonna suck rotating into this. Like, yeah, he's inside, but the thing is he only has one way he can come from once this gas moves. Unless he makes a great gas mask play, but I don't know if he has that. I mean, he does have dead silence. He can really make a big play. He has to be careful. The building next to... Oh, he's lagging. Oh, shit, the drama. The players dealing with lag in one of the biggest games of their life. This is high-stakes shit. 2 players firing back and forth at each other. Someone sounds like they're getting the better of it. Seems like somebody's either pressing or getting hurt here. Ends up getting beamed, though. Ends up getting damaged. It's stuck on the door frame. Ends up getting taken out by Gambit. Gambit, perfect third party. That's just what you do. That's the name of the game in solos. It's not necessarily solo. It's 1v1. Just kidding. So now he has to see where the other player is. He's on top of the building there. Ends up peeking him by surprise. Gets him. Ends up killing Daddy Fat. Congratulations to Gambit for winning the game. Dude, yeah, anyway, this UFC, gonna be wild. I'm gonna go with my picks, and I know some people are like, dude, stop making picks. You're never right anyway. I'm gonna keep doing it because... what's the harm? Shane Burgos versus Edson Barboza. That fight is gonna, I'm telling you, something is just gonna be a war. I feel it. I'm gonna take Shane Burgos in that fight. Tony Ferguson versus Beneil Dariush. I think Tony Ferguson can redeem himself and just kind of, I think he'll overwhelm Beneil. I like Beneil Dariush though. I've been watching him ever since he came into the UFC and watched everything. I just, a pretty big step up in competition, depending on, you know, where Tony's at anyway, I guess, in terms of whatever his level is on fight night anyway, but I think overall, Tony is just a better fighter. He's more dangerous. He has more finishing potential, all that. I just think Tony wins. And then Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Charles Oliveira is actually the favorite here, but I'm going to pick Michael Chandler just based on his experience of doing 5-round fights on a regular basis. I think his cardio will be there. Charles Oliveira has gotten tired before. Obviously, anybody can get tired and fatigued if things aren't going their way. It comes down to it or whatever. But in my brain, as soon as I think of that fight, I think Chandler wins. But these fights are all, ooh,